all in the gates, and they are ready now to move. Off they go. MASARU had a head turn sideways at the start, but she didn't lose a lot of ground as a result. Come a little bit closer, Woodruff. They were the first of them away. Over Stake Night, they're going to burn across and head off. Sonar, and For Your Eyes is going to roll forward and park over the speed going by the judge. MASARU won off the fence early, joined on the rail by Special Image and then Luke's Piero, followed by Nick of Time, and back there with it near enough to last is Magic Whistle. Out of the home, straight over the crossing to the river they go, and Woodruff will pilot the field. A length and a half over For Your Eyes. 3/4 come a little bit closer, who's beautifully placed. Stake Night running fourth. Sonar is fifth. A length and a half to the favourite MASARU. Special Image getting back in the field with only the three behind it. Going over to the back straight, Luke's Piero, Magic Whistle, and last in against the rails is Nick of Time. In this order, they gallop down the back with 1200 left to go. Woodruff had clapped the pace on now and led by 2 on For Your Eyes. Over on the inside, come a little bit closer. Certainly the tempo's steady. Stake Night up running fourth on the outside of Sonar, just going a bit keenly. Then came MASARU, who's shading Special Image. There followed further back by Luke's Piero and Nick of Time. Magic Whistle is back last of all, and 7 or 8 lengths off the pacemaker Woodruff, who carted them out onto the side of the course. It's Woodruff making play for Jagsy Turner. Out by 3/4 to a length. For Your Eyes second, come a little bit closer. Now in a pocket for the time being, but will get the cutaway. Followed by Stake Night at the 600. It's off the bridle. Then on the rails next, Sonar has to bide its time. Behind the MASARU. 6 lengths from the leader coming to the turn. Off the bridle behind those, going nowhere. Special Image and Luke's Piero a day back with Magic Whistle and Nick of Time. Homeward bound. First for the judges, Woodruff. Under the stick running second For Your Eyes. Here comes Sonar. Come a little bit closer. Getting up on the inside. Followed further back by MASARU. Starting to wind up. Woodruff still in front. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Woodruff. Special Image on the outside. Sonar, and now on the outside of those is MASARU. Woodruff fights. It's Woodruff on the outside. MASARU diving. MASARU lunging at Woodruff. Wide apart. Did it get there? Leave it to the judge. In the middle, Sonar from come a little bit closer. Special Image followed by Luke's Piero. Magic Whistle. Stake Night dropping out. Nick of Time and For Your Eyes. It's the outside horse invariably once the judge gets a look at them, but gee, Woodruff was giving its all. Refused to lie down. Woodruff. It was set up there to be gobbled up. MASARU diving late. Yes, it's MASARU. MASARU the outside. And will get home and score for Victoria Corva. Number 8, MASARU will get there just from Woodruff, who just wouldn't lie down. Sonar in the middle and close up, come a little bit closer in front of Special Image. MASARU, in fact the margin's a little more than what we might have thought there to the naked eye, right on the line. But it was a big dive by MASARU, despite the valiant effort of Woodruff to do it all of the way. MASARU by Celebration from New Vogue. For Mrs. C. Corva, D. Philp, W and S. Evans, trained by Eddie Philp. Victoria Corva there in the saddle, just gets home. Woodruff is by Olympic Glory from Black Prophet, Gary McPherson, Troy Turner. And still waiting on the confirmation of all placings in actual fact here after the running of the fourth. They haven't declared any numbers at this particular stage. Sonar was there. Holly Watson for Ray Vincent, a Boulder City filly from Chagra. And come a little bit closer, Pat Carberry inside of those. In what turned out to be a pretty good finish, really, after the running of the fourth event of the day. We'll confirm these numbers as they come through. Race 5 is next, field of 10, and no changes in the opening leg of the quaddie. Okay, so here are the official placings. MASARU gets there, number 8. Victoria Corva, second, 10. Woodruff, Troy Turner, third, 5. Sonar, Holly Watson, fourth, number 3. Come a little bit closer. And at the time, 2:11.50, 36.54. And the margin ahead, along head, it certainly is an unbelievable angle here. And one never really gets a handle on it, I don't think, but you can just see, and maybe the rail being out also accentuates it, but boy, oh boy, it did look much, much closer than the margin. Thought it might have got there with the dive, but it certainly has been enhanced when you have a look at the photo result. No doubt about that. Okay, we'll have race number 5 at 3:34. Thanks, boys. Let's go down now to the yard, and here's Brittany after the last gasp victory of the mare who'd had a hoof on the till recently.
Certainly had. Came into this after some good performances, and Eddie Philp joins me now. Did you think coming here to the races today that today was her day?
No. She's been working well. All we needed was a little bit of luck, and I think we got it finally.
Finally, you got the luck that you were hoping for. What were your thoughts during the run today?
Yeah, I was quite happy with the way Tori was riding the horse, and I got no complaints. I leave the riding side of it. What she wants to do is completely up to Tori.
What were you thinking in the last 100 metres or so? Because it looked like it was going to be a very busy finish, but you could see that your horse was finishing off very strongly.
No, well, I just have to take it as it comes. We've been in that position before, that it looks like we're going to do well, but the other horse just had a little bit more left in it and kicked on.
What's she like behind the scenes, this mare?
Yeah, she's quite well, but the team that I've got behind me worked terrifically. My son David, Caroline Corver and her daughter Tori, our jockey, work all together, and they do all the hard work. I get to do the interviews.
Well, congratulations to you and your team on the success. Well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Eddie Philp. Let's get over to Victoria Corver.
Well, Victoria Corver gave her an absolute peach last start, and then today, Vicky, you were following Brad into the race, but at about the 600-metre marker, he was taking you absolutely no further.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. I think she's a better horse when she's saved up for one crack at him without having to cover the extra ground, but her class showed today.
You could probably see that in your body language. You certainly went around him, but didn't want to start really trying to ask her for that effort until you absolutely had to.
Yeah, she does her best work when she's really balanced and has time to wind up. Around the corners she struggles, even early in the race, so I was just trying to get her balanced before I asked her.
Your 53 kilos probably helps because she's certainly not that big.
Yeah, definitely. She needs all the help she can get.
What about in the next race? Oh, so tempting. I know a lot about this horse.
Yeah, I've ridden him a lot. It's probably on the shorter side for him, but he'll be fresh, so I wouldn't be surprised if he runs a forward race.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Victoria Corver, or Tori, as Eddie Philp was calling her. We call her Vicky, but I like that. MASARU takes out race number 4.